Sure. Wherever everyone's comfortable. Good morning, everyone. We're here. I'm here with our fellow task force members to announce the identity of what has formerly been known as Fire Island Jane Doe. On April 20th, 1996, female remains consisting of legs and feet were found on the bayside shore of Fire Island, about a mile west of Davis Park Beach. Then, approximately 15 years later, on April 11, 2011, additional remains consisting of a skull were discovered at Tobay Beach in Nassau County. That skull was found following the discovery of the remains of Jessica Taylor, and the skull was found on the same day as the remains of what is commonly come to be referred to as Peaches was found on Jones Beach. Thereafter, in July of 2011, the Suffolk County Crime Lab linked the two sets of remains via DNA analysis. And by that, I mean the legs that were found in the vicinity of Davis Park were compared with the remains found at Tobay Beach, and it was determined that it was the same person. Since 2011, that victim was known by various names, including Fire Island Jane Doe. Today, we are here to announce that as part of the Gilgo Task Force re-examination of all the evidence in the case, we were able to identify Fire Island Jane Doe as Karen Vergata, who was 34 years old at the time of her disappearance. And I believe we have a picture of Miss Vergata. And I think it's important that we remember and honor not only Miss Vergata, but all the victims on Gilgo Beach. Ms. Vergata went missing at approximately February 14th, 1996. At the time, she lived on West 45th Street in Manhattan and was believed to be working as an escort at the time of her disappearance. There was no missing persons complaint filed at the time of that disappearance. In August of 2022, approximately 6 months after we formed this Gilgo Task Force, a DNA profile suitable for genealogical comparison was developed from the remains of Karen Vergata. In September of 2022, the FBI was able via a genetic genealogy review to identify Ms. Vergata presumptively as Fire Island Jane Doe. Thereafter, in October of 2022, using a buccal swab from a relative of Karen Vergata, we were able to definitively identify her. Prior to disclosing this information, of course, we needed to contact all of Ms. Vergata's family members. And additionally, at or around the same time, we were beginning our grand jury confidential investigation into what has been known as the Gilgo 4. That is the murders of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello. So we decided we were not going to make any public comment at this time. However, since that, the results of that investigation have become public, and we have made the necessary notifications to Ms. Vergata's family, we can make this important announcement now. I just want to thank, in particular, Special Agent Lori Giordano from the FBI in her work with the familial DNA. She worked in conjunction with our Suffolk County Crime Lab, Don Dollar of the Suffolk County Crime Lab, his team, in coordination with the Suffolk County Police Department's Homicide Unit. So I want to thank them in particular for all of their work. Of course, I want to thank our task force members, Suffolk County Sheriff Errol Toulon, ASAC Spencer Horn from the FBI. I want to thank the New York State Police, Suffolk County Police Department, Rodney Harrison, who couldn't make it here. I understand Chief Rowan is here in his place instead. But I want to thank them for not only their work on this case, but for all their work in the task force going forward. It's important to note that there are no charges at this time Miss Vergata's disappearance was in 1996, which is 27 years ago. We are going to continue to work this particular case as we did the Gilgo 4 investigation. We're going to have no comment on what, if any, suspects we developed at this time. This is a confidential investigation, so I'm not going to be taking any questions, but our investigation is continuing, and thank you all very much. No questions. If you want to talk about something regarding the Gilgo 4, I'm happy to talk offline to you. But today, this press conference is about Ms. Vergata, and that we've been able to identify her, and that we're continuing our investigation not only with regard to the Gilgo 4, but all of the victims on Gilgo. So thank you all very much.
Nothing else to say about Ms. Vergata?
Okay, so folks, Shannon, our deputy press secretary, has a digital version of this that she can send out to you all. We can either do it just to our press list, which you probably are already on, or if you want to give your emails, we can do it individually, but that'll take forever. So, but we'll get you the actual digital version too. She's out today, but Shannon Wilson is our deputy press person. But you can just email our press box. Let me say, I apologize, but it's been like a fire hose. Yeah, so we'll. He's not going to come back out.
Well, I'll set this.
Contact our press office.
Alan's going to be there too. Maybe Alan.
Yeah.
Kept on going back and forth to see if we had availability.
If you want, I mean, this was a shit show about nothing. They released the name of the victim who died in 1996, and he would take no question, not about any